So what I want to do is try and set our country free, because the top of our constitution, as Hugh will say, he's a constitutional lawyer, he's taught constitutional law, the top of our constitution is the people. And right now, the government is the top and the people are subservient to it. That should be swapped back.
That's right.
We've got to get people waking up. So what I want to do is wake people up.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Thank you for this. This is part of it.
Thank you. What I wanted to ask you about also is in relation to people who've got concerns about what's happening with the digital agenda, digital ID agenda. You did mention that before.
Yep.
Given that the government forced it through the end of last year, and then the digital ID to set the foundation and the precedent for central bank digital currencies.
Then
People
you get a
have got-
social credit system.
And a social credit system.
Well, that's where it ends up.
Yes,
Then they've got control.
yeah. But people just go, well, that's just happening in China, Malcolm.
It's not just happening in China. In fact, I went to a
I know, you know.
Chamber of Commerce meeting not that long ago in Boona,
Yes.
and where council and the police were all talking about all the security cameras that council are going to be able to ask for a grant for money to be able to put up all this security camera footage. You know, so we already know that this is so much further down the pipeline than what the public are aware of. I mean, you only had to think about what happened while everyone was in lockdown. All of a sudden, our highways were completely covered in surveillance.
Yes.
Now they want to go into the actual areas themselves and put even more surveillance in, all under the it's always under the guise of security. And so people have got to remember,
Under the guise of safety or
it's
health.
always I remember it was an LNP person who minister that told me once that you can put any legislation through if you do it under the guise of education, health or security, and what he said seems to be true. You can push almost anything
And
through.
before that legislation is introduced, ramp up the fear.
Yeah,
Really
well,
get
that's
people
it, because
into
fear motivates everything. So,
Yes.
of course, you can see why we don't have enough police employed, because if there's not enough police employed, then you've got more crime. And if there's more crime, people feel unsafe. And if people feel unsafe, then they're more willing to give up their rights. But you see, it's a sliding scale, because the more rights the more protection or security that you want, the less rights that you have. It's one way or the other. You either have more rights and there's less security, or there's more security and there's less rights.
Yes.
And so as a society, this is all building up because they want to be able to see you at every moment.